You're listening to the Mobcast Network.
Welcome to the Cult Movie Cantina.
Woo! Well, hello.
This is the podcast that looks at some of your favorite cult films, introduces an alcoholic beverage,
Not today.
shows us someone who's never seen them,
Always me.
and then we talk about it. This week is a cult meeting. We're going to talk about other stuff besides the movie and tell you what we're going to watch next week. Last week we watched The Lost Boys. Go watch that episode. That was a fun one. We learned a lot about baby Jessica in that episode.
We did.
It was kind of awesome.
We're like her biggest supporters now.
So, go baby Jessica.
Go, baby Jessica.
I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guide, Scotty, and I'm joined by, as always,
your lady of libations and facilitator of fun, Stephanie.
Justina, your jellicle jester.
she who knows no movies.
But I'm an admiral while I do it.
At your service.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Caleb, you didn't jump in that time, and I don't appreciate the fact that you were on board and now you're not on board. Don't be wishy-washy.
And now we got Caleb back here, our producer Caleb.
Hey, I don't have a phrase yet.
No, that's your phrase.
Just hey.
Hey.
Just
Sup?
hey.
Sup bitches.
Sup, bitches.
Caleb, sup bitches.
Sup.
His mama would be mad at me if I made him say sup bitches every show. His
That'd be
mother,
hilarious,
by the way,
though.
his mother, like my mother, is a supporter of the show.
Yeah.
She likes to like and click everything we post about it.
Nice.
She's proud of her baby.
That's cute.
It is adorbs.
It is adorbs.
So we
So don't refer to her as bitches. Sup, bitches, and mom.
You were excluded from the bitches, mom. Speaking of mothers, your mother's just had a birthday.
She did. She did. She turned 76.
76. That's a good age.
Yeah.
But-
She had a
Is
good
it
time.
a good age,
I
Scotty?
don't
Or
know.
just like you know something specific about 76?
No, I don't.
I'm just curious to know what's going to happen. Like something magical?
Maybe.
I was like, that's a good age.
She's
though.
got a whole year. You never know.
That's true.
She could grow wings and fly. She
Might. That'd
could
be
teleport. She could.
Red Bull.
Red Bull
It does that.
gives you wings.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
We last week before we did the recording for the Lost Boys, we all went to the movies. Do you remember that?
Kind of, honestly, for a second. It's been a busy week. I was like, crap, what did we watch?
Oh,
I got Candyman stuck in the brain. Nope. Venom. I saw it, and then I looked over and I was like, he's wearing the shirt too.
Get it on camera.
Who is like the coolest person ever? He's so fun, and now I want to watch the first one.
I have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Are you
I'm
offering?
I'm offering.
Just like, no, I've got it.
Yeah, I'm
You
offering.
can't touch it.
I'm offering for you to be able to watch
It is my Venom. You
because
can't
I have a copy.
I just like the I have
like,
it.
haha.
So
No.
I'm gonna watch it tonight and
No.
tell you all about it.
No. I'm the type that
Okay.
likes to share movies so like if I have it, I'm just like, oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Cool.
So I'll let you start
Okay.
because you're really into it.
Oh, about the movie.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. I'm sorry. I just came off of camping, so I'm here.
She was like away from movies.
Like life. It was fantastic. Okay. So I was thoroughly confused at first, having not had seen Venom, because I was like, is this normal? Like, what is happening to this dude?
Okay. To be fair, isn't that pretty much you in every movie we show?
Yes. And they were like, 100%. They said, no, it's fine.
No,
you
they
don't
didn't
have to
say that.
see.
They did not say that.
The boys said, no, it's fine. You do not have to watch this movie beforehand. It's okay. I've already seen it. It's okay. I've seen it like twice.
I
It's
still
okay.
stand by that.
I
No.
just do.
No.
Because they literally explain all the major plot points of the first one in this one.
Okay, why don't you watch it again for like the 7th time and then watch it like you have no idea who Venom is. And when you start hearing that guy talk to himself and then like, keep in mind, we just watched Malignant, okay? And then something comes out of his back hump. And you're like, what the
Back
hell is
hump.
happening with movies now? Well, and the cancerous back humps.
The thing is to be fair, the second movie does not explain how he gets the venom.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you
They
that.
don't.
And that's what, I think would have helped you.
Yes, and that was the part where I was like, is that normal?
Yeah.
Or is that part of this story? And they're like, no, that happened in the last one.
Yeah, that might be the only major plot
Yeah.
point.
No,
not in
besides
it.
that, it was great.
That's
I
a
didn't have to
major
know
plot
anything.
point, though.
Wait,
I
'cause
mean,
yeah, like it came and he was like, "Don't do that. I will take care of you," and then made him food. And I was like, I don't know. I'm just rolling with it at this point. But he's fun. I liked him, so I enjoyed the movie.
Steph?
oh, Tom Hardy's my boyfriend. Only second to Jason Momoa. So
Hardy
I also
is-
thoroughly.
Venom.
Thank you.
I also thoroughly.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
Like the
enjoyed
actual guy
the
or the
movie.
guy coming out?
He was both.
He was
Right.
both. He does the voice for the
Yeah.
symbiote
That's fun.
too, which sounds like his Bane voice to me. And
I
then he slides more and more into Bane the more he does Venom.
Oh my God, where's your Bane doll?
Hey,
He
He's at
did
the-
seem like really
That's so
laid back
fun.
though. Like he would be a cool person to talk to. I hope that's real. Like sometimes actors seem that way, and then they're
I'm not
like
really
douchebags.
sure if that's real. Tom Hardy's kind of dark. I mean,
Oh.
like in reality, he's
Okay.
kind of a dark.
We have
dude.
seen the dumbest Tom Hardy movie though.
Which one's the dumbest?
Capone.
Oh God, that
Oh.
was awful.
Oh.
Holy crap! About the bad movies because we were talking about one earlier. Capone is awful.
Capone is
Not his
Ti-
acting, mind you,
he's fine in it.
Yeah.
but it's oh God, it's a bad movie. It's
Is he on a
disgusting.
pontoon boat? Because it sounds Capone.
No,
it's
Capone.
about-
like
Al Capone.
It's
yeah.
about Al Capone.
Oh, that makes more sense.
But old Al Capone.
Okay.
Yeah, Al Capone has his, and by old, he's only like, I think he dies at 45. He didn't
Yeah.
live very long.
Yeah.
No, but he's
He
Gosh.
He dies of syphilis, which is a terrible way to die anyway.
Yes.
And so they're like, and of all this rich history that Al Capone has, his rise to power, his running Chicago, I really want to see those last 2 years when he's got syphilis and dementia. Let's show that.
and he's pooping on himself and stuff.
Yeah, if
it's
you
like
want-
it's
Yeah.
awful.
If you want to see
And Tom Hardy did that.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want to see Tom Hardy at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, running around half naked in a diaper and a Tommy gun, you get that. So someone wrote that in a script, gave him a costume, and he just went with it.
This is my diaper. All right. All right.
My diaper and my Tommy gun. I'm just gonna murder people. It's just like,
it's ridiculous.
oh, it's terrible.
Okay. All right. So that's the thing.
Venom was great.
Yeah. So what's a movie that he's in outside of this one that you really enjoy?
Oh God, there's so many. I mean, he's done.
He was in Inception.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think-
thank you
I
for
think,
that.
which
I know
one
that one.
where he's an MMA fighter? Is that? I like the one where he's in.
It's the
The
warrior.
Warrior?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the warrior.
That one's
Interesting.
really good, and there's another one where where he plays a bootlegger. What's that movie?
Lawless.
Lawless is a
Interesting.
fantastic movie. Lawless is great. So
I've seen Inception.
I like. And of course, he's Bane in Batman.
yeah.
The Dark Knight Returns, Rises. Dark Knight Rises.
Is he like one of the
yeah.
newer Batmans?
No, he's not Batman. He's Bane. He's the
He's
guy.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah.
He's the guy who
Batman. And I just
wears the
lost it.
mask and who talks like this. Batman.
He was also in the most recent Mad Max.
Yeah,
as
he's
Mad
Ma-
Max.
the one-
oh, he's so good in Mad Max.
Yeah, he's the one you didn't like that one.
Yeah, I was like, that's one we watched, isn't it? I
We-
just didn't like Mad Max in general, like the style of
We
the
haven't
show.
watched it yet. We're going.
Oh.
I keep threatening it.
So the best thing about the Mad Max franchise is each movie is just different in style. Like each movie is a different movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
My favorite
I
one
don't
is a movie called Bronson.
I haven't seen that one.
All right, so Bronson's one of his earlier films, and he plays Charlie Bronson, who is the world's worst, Britain's worst inmate.
Okay.
And so he goes to jail for like robbery and assault, and he spends like 7 years. But he continues to do so many bad things. He's basically in there for life, and he's just
Like while he's in jail?
While he's in jail,
Okay.
and so it's and he's based on a real dude, and he takes on the persona of the real dude. I mean, it's a really good movie.
I wonder if he enjoys those films because it sounds like he's done a couple of them based on a real person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's very he can be very artsy, like a lot of the time when it comes to
Okay.
his film choices. His first film was Black Hawk Down,
That's right. He was in Black Hawk
and
Down.
he did Star Trek Nemesis.
Yes, he is. He
Yeah,
is.
he's been in a Star Trek movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the
I
clone
like how
Picard.
excited you got about that. You're like, he was in a Star
is
Trek movie.
Shinzon, the
Yeah.
Romulan clone of Picard, the bald guy.
Okay. He's a clone of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does he go bald for that?
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, he's bald for it. He does not look like Patrick Stewart at all. And they were
No,
like,
not
this is
at
what
all.
Patrick Stewart looked like. And I was like, really? It's not a good movie.
Still attractive bald though?
He was so young then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like
Okay.
a baby guy.
Yeah, he's
He's a baby
was a
Tom
baby.
Holland.
2002.
Yep. I saw that in the theaters. Venom was okay. I
think you're the minority in this group.
I
on
know,
it.
and it's because I'm trying to separate Venom from the movie Venom,
Yeah.
and it's hard for me to do. And it's like, I didn't mind the first one. The first one's kind of funny. The humor in this one saved the movie for me to be like, totally not liking it. But Venom and Carnage are really interesting characters in the Marvel universe, in the comics.
Okay.
And they are shells of what they did in the movie, and so it's like, why are they so bland? And so, it was, I wanted Woody Harrelson as Carnage until I realized I didn't want him.
Okay. The guy that was in it?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was like, he's gonna be a great Carnage, and I'm like, maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. And I just,
Do you think they were brought back down? Like maybe they were directed to do it that way?
probably
Not as big?
I don't know if it's. I think the mess lies in the scripting, but that's
Yeah, which the story was originally by Tom Hardy.
okay. I buy that. I buy that. Stay in your lane, Tom. Act. So
It happens.
here's the thing about Spider-Man. I mean, Venom. Venom is a Spider-Man villain.
Right. I knew that because
Right.
before it got attached to him and he got really cool.
Yeah, because
Right.
Spider-Man
And
3.
then he wanted to get rid of it. Yeah.
Right.
So I knew that, and that's why I was like, what has happened?
Right. So in the comics, Spider-Man goes to this planet and fights a bunch of super villains with a bunch of superheroes. In that, his costume gets damaged in a fight, and so he gets a new costume, which is this black suit.
Right.
And turns out it's an alien. And while Peter Parker sleeps, the alien keeps doing things like living life and pumping up his adrenaline because that's what he's eating.
Yeah.
And so the Fantastic Four figured out, hey, this thing is killing you. And so they figure out that fire and sound hurt it, and Peter takes it to a church and had the church bells like knock
That's
it off.
how he got it when he was
Yeah,
crying in the
right,
water.
yeah,
Because I
right,
have seen
yeah,
that Spider-Man.
Right,
Okay.
so that's kind of like the comics. Eddie Brock comes in. Eddie Brock's a photographer, reporter for a rival newspaper.
He's a disgraced.
Yeah, he's been disgraced. Well, he's
reporter.
disgraced. Yeah,
It's always the
disgraced.
reporters
He was,
from
he was
papers.
disgraced by Peter Parker anyway.
Yeah.
And so he was going to kill himself, and then he decided not to kill himself, and he goes to the church to beg for forgiveness for trying to kill himself, and that's when the Venom symbiote finds him.
Oh,
and
gosh.
then they're like, hey, I hate Spider-Man. Spider-Man's Peter Parker. You hate Peter Parker. Bam, let's be a villain.
Okay.
And so he terrorizes Spider-Man for a little while, and then at the core, Eddie wants to be a good guy. And
yeah,
so
because like one of his main core beliefs is he only will attack Spider-Man and people that are adjacent to
yeah, Spider-Man
him.
and Spider-Man adjacent.
Yeah, if they're not
you by Spider-Man? You're fucked.
Yeah. But if they're not like friends of him or like he wants to protect them, he will
Right, so
fight villains.
that's what in the movie, the whole lethal protector thing. That's the name of his comic.
yeah.
Okay.
Venom, lethal protector.
Yeah,
And
that's why
so-
the joke is there.
Right, and so
And Eddie is the one from that he was attached to in the movie,
Right,
right?
right.
That Tom
Yeah,
Hardy
Eddie Brock.
played.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
Tom-
thought it
Eddie
was still
Brock.
the same person.
Same
I wanted
guy,
to make
same
sure.
guy,
Mhm.
so.
Because that's what he said. He was like, you can't eat them.
Yeah,
And
And he was like, you can eat everybody here,
yeah, because
except for that guy. You can't eat the father.
And Carnage is a messed up character. Like it's a sociopath, psychopath that does this. And I don't know. It just didn't play out well for me. But it was funny. So
It was
the
like I
jokes
could
were
see
great.
where they toyed with.
The
It could have
jokes were
been
great.
deeper.
And
Yeah.
the big spoiler alert, everybody. The teasers are bringing him into the Marvel
Yeah.
Cinematic Universe. So I guess we're gonna get him in the next Spider-Man movie,
Mhm.
which is in December, right?
yeah, it's December 17th.
Ah, good. There's Eternals is next month, so we'll get Eternals in
Yep.
November, then Spider-Man. Lots of Marvel stuff.
Yep.
So it was fine. It was,
I did like
I'd
Venom,
give it a
though.
good C.
I would like to see
My-
the first one.
My only problem is the Sony verse, which is because this is Sony made, not
Yeah,
not Marvel proper.
Because Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man,
Yeah, they've kind of just leased Spider-Man out to Marvel.
which they should.
Yeah, it works.
'Cause they make better
I mean,
movies.
it works out for both of them. My only problem is Sony verse has kind of fallen into the same trappings of the like older MCU films, which is we're just going to kill our bad guys at the end of the movie rather than
Right.
save them for later, especially when like villains like Carnage are such big important characters to Venom.
Right. 'Cause Venom doesn't have a lot of rogues. Carnage is his main one, so they just like, spoiler alert, bite his head off and say, fuck you.
Yeah.
because they had a PG-13 rating, so they got one fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we've
Yeah,
had
really
3 this
commit to it.
episode, so we're way past
yeah.
our PG.
I mean, I think they put it in the right spot though.
I give it a C, but it's fine to watch. It's watch it at home. I wouldn't risk a theater for it.
Yeah.
But I had a good time. I had great company. We had we saw it together. It was great. I always enjoy
It was
seeing.
a good time.
So I always enjoy seeing movies with you guys. Moving on. So Why the Last Man? I have not completely caught up, but I did a binge on it, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I like the changes in it. Speaking about the comic books, because they like in Venom, they make a bunch of changes that make no damn sense. Why the Last Man? They make a bunch of changes that make sense.
That needed to happen.
That needed to happen. I like.
Fair.
How far are you into it?
I don't remember where I'm at.
All right, I'm at.
Probably
There's 7 episodes out as is this recording.
6 then.
All right, so you
I
remember.
think I was caught up.
Right. I just like watching 355 beat the crap out of everybody.
Yeah.
She is also the smartest person on the planet.
I love her.
I haven't.
No, you're good.
Right.
I haven't seen it yet, but you're good.
Right. She is the smartest person on the planet. And so I just like watching her beat the crap out of everybody, and Keith York, who's the dumbest person on the planet. The last man on the earth, like in the comics, is a moron.
He is.
He's a complete total idiot, and it's great.
And it's great.
And I like the new politics stuff they added, because that's not in the comics. There's a little bit of it, but not as grand scale. Like the president from the U.S. president that's actually in Israel. And they're bringing that stuff is all great, and they're doing their red state blue state thing. Is like, look, there's a tragedy going on, an extinction level event, and they're still like, well, we still have to divide about party lines. I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe that they're doing. It's great. I love it. Absolutely love
it feels like Designated Survivor on like the political stuff.
Right. But it's
that show.
fascinating.
Yeah.
I'm all up into it.
I think it makes sense.
Oh yeah,
especially like it brings it culturally back.
Because we're screwed, and
Yeah.
like this happens. This is how I see it would happen. So it's like, we have a cure for whatever's going on. Well, did they vote Republican or Democrat? That's how we get the.
Well, half of everybody's dead.
Right.
So I don't know anymore. We can't get the water to work. It doesn't matter. We need voting pools up now everywhere. Stations need to go.
That's actually pretty close to one of the things, except it's like power. We need power back. No, we need to fight instead over like other political issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's shot really well. I like the whole cast. There's
Good.
there's nobody in it. So with that being said, prior to this recording, like literally 20 minutes before we all got together, the recording, Brian K. Vaughan, who created the show, created the comic with Pia Guerrero, she's the artist, and so they created it together, announced on Twitter that it's not getting a second season.
Oh God.
So it's got canceled. It's amazing. Why, Hulu? Why?
Well, I mean, they did that with the
Firefly?
Lovecraft show.
Oh yeah, like Lovecraft Country, which was great.
It was amazing. And then they canceled it.
I finally like a show on a property that I love. Finally get something I'm super happy. And of course it gets canceled. I
just
know
hate
better.
that it was right after you were like, I'm not watching it. I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not
got my
doing
hopes
it.
up. I was
and then you were like, it's great. I'm gonna binge watched it. And then they were like, no,
I was watching with my friend Kisa. Shout out to Kisa. And I was talking about because we both have read the comics, and we're like, okay, next season they're going to do this and this, and I think I know what the cliffhanger of the last
That's
season is,
funny.
and I'm like, I'm crushed. I'm just
Aw.
crushed.
That's sad. I'm sorry, buddy.
So I'm gonna finish it. There's 10 episodes. There's 3 more left to come out. I'm gonna predict this, and here's the cliffhanger. So spoiler alert for everybody.
Do it.
In the comics, they find out there are 3 guys still alive, but they're in orbit in the International Space Station.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I think that's where the cliffhanger is going to be.
So like they just randomly floating around eating a sandwich, not realizing everybody's dead on.
Well, they
on
can't
Earth?
communicate, so they finally get contact, and there's like, there's 2 guys and a woman.
But they can't come down to Earth because then they'll get the virus.
So it's like, if it's a virus, so
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to come back down so we can see what happens to you by chance?
So,
Maybe just one of
I
you.
think that's so. We'll find out in a couple of weeks if I'm right. But I'm gonna we'll put that out in another cult meeting. But I think
That'll
that's
be
how,
fun.
See that wouldn't it be great? Like, there's so much story left to tell. I don't know why it got canceled. I don't know. Maybe because it's on Hulu and FX. It's not like on a network. It's only streaming, and it's also on a Hulu. It's a Warner Brothers property. It should be on HBO Max. Everybody would have watched it then. Like 6 people have Hulu. And mostly those people who got that, like everyone else who's got Hulu's got it because of the Disney package. And
Right. That's why I have it.
yeah, right. Yeah. Otherwise, no one would have had it.
I mean,
so.
I had it to watch Fox and FX shows anyways.
Oh, look at you.
I use it to watch shows like the day after they air because Hulu's good for that.
Right, yeah, Hulu's good for that. While I was watching Why the Last Man, though, on Hulu, they had a bunch of ads for Day of the Dead. It's on Sci-Fi. I haven't watched it yet, but it looks terrible. It's George A. Romero's third zombie film they've decided to turn into a series that looks nothing like the movie. So it's like they just use the name.
Oh, wow.
And
Just to get the support.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to watch it before the next cult meeting. And then I'm also going to watch I didn't get a chance to watch Halloween Kills.
Is that the new one?
Yeah, it's a new one. It came out
With
Friday.
What's her face?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
And it's on Peacock. It's they had so much faith in it. They were like, let's do theaters and Peacock.
How are the theaters? Do you know?
Well, I don't know how you know what? Caleb, looked it up. See what the weekend is for it. Because it's Sunday. We should have
I'm interested to see how it did.
How it did, yeah. I've heard mixed reviews. I've seen mixed reviews on Facebook. But I have Peacock, so I'm going to watch it.
I don't care for the Halloween franchise, so I probably won't watch it.
I didn't like the last one. I have to be honest with you. I like 3 movies in that franchise.
How many are
So Hollywood Reporter came out with the number for the box office. They put Halloween Kills opens to killer $50.4 million despite the Peacock launch with it.
So 54 million is not bad.
50.4, but that's still
Yeah.
good.
Oh, okay. 50.4. That's still really good.
Yeah.
Especially COVID numbers. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Venom did 90 million, so we're going to get another.
I think Shang-Chi kind of turned the theaters around.
I think so too. Shang-Chi's did real well getting people back in the
I'm sorry, what?
Marvel has a kung fu movie called Shang-Chi.
Okay.
Shang-Chi.
Or Shang-Chi, yeah.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Okay.
I've been saying Shang-Chi for all my life,
same.
and so he pronounced it correctly. It's going to take me a minute.
Yeah.
And that helped with COVID numbers how?
So it
brought
got
people back to the theater.
So it got them to actually go to the theaters.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
You guys said it like there was like a new thing in play, and I was like,
And
what?
then-
Like new policy?
And
No.
what's weird though is like how Marvel was treating it. They're like, we're just gonna see how it. Like they were really obnoxious about it, and so the fans were like, nah, we gotta support this to kind of.
Well, so I mean, I think it was because of like Black Widow, because Black Widow came out and.
But they didn't They didn't even put that one in.
No, right,
in
exactly, because they were going to, and then they pulled it strictly to Disney Plus, and then if it was a premium, so you paid $30 to watch Black Widow, and then it was like 6 or 8 weeks later they did Shang-Chi, and like they decided to put it all in theaters, and it got people to go to theaters, and so you needed the right movie, and which they thought last year was going to be Tenet, but no, that didn't happen.
Mm-mm. I think Black Widow could have done it if they put it in theaters.
Probably.
We'll never know.
But it caused Scarlett Johansson to sue Disney.
Yeah. Which she won.
Yeah, she did.
That's good.
She had a back-end deal where she's supposed to get so much percentage for number of views it got at the theaters. And so since they pulled it, didn't go in theaters, she didn't get any extra money.
Oh, I would be pissed.
She was.
She sued him.
And so she sued him, won $50 million?
Yeah.
They settled. They settled for about $50 million, which there was an average about what a mid-grade Marvel movie would have done. Because they kind of average it. They've said it would have probably been a mid-grade, which was I think about right.
Yeah. I mean, because it's not like your big like Avengers movie.
Right. It's not like Endgame or Infinity War. So people are going to go see it. But so we separately, because of Justina.
You're welcome.
This is Justina.
This is me. This is something I have seen before everybody.
We've seen Malignant.
You're welcome.
And I wanted to get everyone's thought about Malignant because I have thoughts.
I think you already did my thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Briefly.
we can recap.
As a recap, let me tell you about Malignant. The person that did, I don't know what part of it, I guess directed it, wrote it, I don't know.
James Wan.
Yeah, that did The Conjuring, did Malignant. I enjoyed The Conjuring a lot, the whole series. Like Jennifer and I watched it in chronological order from beginning to end with the most recent one that came out. So I was like, we have to watch that because I'm sorry, but it's October. We need to watch that.
You got to watch scary movies,
We got to do it.
right?
And I spent I didn't even do my crochet or anything because I spent half the movie like this. What? Like, I wasn't even scared. I didn't even have to do this. And I did this in Venom. No, Candyman. I did this in Candyman. I was like, I'm not watching this part. I didn't even have to do that. It wasn't very good. That being said, the last part of the movie, which the third act, saved the whole movie. Like, to me, it was like nonsense. And then that happened. You were like, oh my gosh, it redeemed itself enough that I'm not angry about it. So that was my take on the movie.
I need this in my life. This is what I want.
So, like Justina, he has done other franchises that I have enjoyed.
I love the way this is starting.
You roped us in.
She's like, I'm not mad at you, James Wan.
No, I love Saw. I love all the Saw.
You like Aquaman.
I love Aquaman.
He made that.
Oh, he
And-
did.
That's what I'm saying.
Your boyfriend's
And
movies.
Oh yeah,
too.
Right.
I mean, these are fine movies. I kept waiting. Well, because of the way you described it, that was kind of a comedy horror. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was stupid. That I didn't find any comedy in it whatsoever. I also was not scared. It was just
It's like it teased everything.
it had so much potential. I think the concept was not bad. But the twin should have been a twin.
The twin.
And not a whatever.
The cancer.
Oh my God, it was just so stupid. It was just so bad. My husband loves it. He thought it was fantastic.
That's the best
Yeah.
part.
I
I
know.
need Jamie to love
And
it.
it's so funny because we have such different taste in movies anyway. But yeah, he loved the movie. He thought it was great. And I'm sitting here shaking my head the whole time. So yeah, there was that.
That means she has to watch it again, Scotty.
Oh no, I'm not.
I fucking loved it.
Oh God, you and Jamie agree on something. That's crazy.
But this is what I loved about it. I loved exactly what you say. Watch Malignant. It is worth the whole movie is worth a third act.
It is, I will say it. I'm
It is
okay with
dumb.
it, but I hated it
is
for the
so
first part.
dumb. And
Yeah.
like I'm watching the first act is dumb.
Yep.
And the second act is a slog. and then Madison and her evil twin Gabriel
God. Bless
end up
America.
in the Seattle Police Department from the 1970s.
And this is the scene that changed the movie for Scotty.
Right. And then I stole this from another podcast. The evil twin is named Gabriel. I'm just going to call it Malignant because that's what it should be called.
Yeah.
So the Malignant monster, whatever.
Call him MM for short.
Just MM. When MM decides to kill every police officer in Seattle for some reason. I mean, like, it is the like it.
I did enjoy the whole like prison scene.
Oh, it's great.
Jail where he just like
Where you see it
starts-
for the first time that she's really there and doing it, but she
and
thinks
he's
she's
like
not.
the whole
And then the bone snapping.
Yeah, right. So Malignant.
backwards fighting,
So
whatever.
spoiler alert: Malignant is in the back of her head. It's a twin that's in the back of her head, and so
gosh.
it takes over her body. And what it does is it pulls the joints, moves it like.
I'm gonna show you if you can see. Like, so the fighting looks like this.
Yeah.
It's true, and it's great. I like how the thing is basically goes from 0 to ninja, and like.
Yep.
But all backwards.
all backwards, and I
It's
dug.
been encased for years, Scotty. It's got revenge on its brain.
It's got just. I dug the hell out of it. I was like, "Oh, this is what this movie is," and just was like,
Yeah.
I was all in after it.
But you
It's-
need that moment.
Right,
Yeah.
it's dumb. It is so dumb, but it's like fun. I had so much fun with it. I I literally thought I was going to hate it.
Yeah.
And you did for the first part, didn't you?
Right, I did. I was
You
like,
did. You're like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. What? in the
why did I
world?
agree to watch this? Why did I suggest that
favorite
Stephanie's
movie.
going to hate me? And just
She is when she watched
Caleb
it 5
wasn't,
because
Caleb basically, I think Caleb likes all movies. I haven't found one he's like, I hate this movie, and so, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
so,
right. I mean,
but
yeah, I'll say actually, I was sold a little bit sooner. I was sold during the chase scene when the cop is chasing the MM through the city, and they go into the MM secret hideout. That's just like the haunted, like
right.
yeah.
So my favorite scene in the entire movie happens before the third act.
Okay.
So
Oh, I know it.
during the movie, a random woman who is in the Seattle has an underground like museum about
Yeah.
the,
Oh, yeah,
It's,
that's
it's
right.
the it's like the haunted
Malignant
tours.
kidnaps her and like sticks her in like some secret fortress and threatens to kill her over and over. She and throughout the movie she's trying to like just randomly cut to her during the course of the movie of her she's trying to escape,
Yeah.
rightfully so, because you know you don't know what this monster's going to do.
Or when it will return.
Will it return?
or even like what the connection is to everything
Right,
else.
have
Like
no idea what's
because,
going on.
where
because
they
like,
are.
Because like the doctors that MM is killing, you see the connection.
Right. Eminem is mad at everybody because of all the doctors because they basically cut most of her out, most of him out of his sister.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so he had little arms.
God, it was awful.
The little arms were so cute.
Oh my God, Scotty. I hate that I brought this up. It's the new Prince of Darkness.
So bad. No. Prince of Darkness is a masterpiece. This was,
Whoa.
this was fun, but no
Watch your
Prince of
mouth.
Darkness. But so back to my favorite scene. I'm sorry we're spoiling this, but I whatever.
Yeah.
So the lady finally cuts herself free, and she crashes onto the floor, only to fall through when we find out they're in the same house as like the Madison's been in the entire movie. And I jumped. I didn't believe. I like. Two and two didn't. Don't,
Yeah.
Of course, she's
Yeah.
supposed to be in the attic.
Yeah,
Right.
but you never thought of it.
No.
I think that's the turning point, though. I think
Right.
that's the point where you're
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
I'm in.
It's
Where's
like the
popcorn?
Sixth Sense. You got to start it over and
Yeah.
be like, let me watch this from the
Right.
beginning.
Yeah, because at first you might think, oh, he's holding her captive in like his hideout that he took, but no, it's
I
in the
have
house.
seen this movie 3 times.
Oh, God.
Scotty.
I watched 2 back to back once.
Because it's Sixth Sense. You
Right,
have
I
to watch
had
it
to. I was
again.
like-
you
I was
see it
like-
and you're like, this has to happen again.
Yeah,
'Cause
like, you got to put it all together now.
Yeah.
Right. Well, actually, because I was like, the third act is so good and so interesting and so fun. I'm like, the other 2 acts, I must have missed. I must have not. I must have. And no, I
No.
didn't. It's not as great.
Oh, God.
The Madison looks like she's wearing this god awful black wig.
Oh
Yeah.
God, it's so obvious that it's not her hair. When she's the monster, it's even a different length.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
is
it is.
just like no costuming or makeup or whoever is in charge of the wigs. They're like, we'll just put this on her. This will work.
yeah.
It's close enough.
I love the backwards fight because you can tell that it's not her face; it's just a mask that's
Right.
on.
But I thought the backwards fighting in it was all CGI. It's not.
No.
It's real people.
Yeah, it's somebody, and then they've got like you can tell they've got like they're facing normally, but then there's like a
Right,
Madison mask on the back
that's
of
kind
their
of
head.
floppy on the back.
Yeah.
But they are. I don't have their names, and I'll put them in the show notes. But they or Caleb can look them up. But they are. They were on America's Got Talent. They're contortionists,
Fun.
and so they do all the weird kind of
Yeah.
creepy crawly stuff.
So they made it look weird.
Right, and so
Yeah.
that's
That's
why.
good.
And so you hire contortionists to fight backwards, and it'll work. I bought it.
Yeah.
I loved it. God damn, this is a dumbass movie. I loved it. I loved it so much. Thank you, James Wan. He made it with $6. There's no money in this movie. But like Madison and her terrible black wig.
Yeah.
That god awful black
That
wig.
they bought at the Spirit Halloween
Right.
store.
Not for
I'm
$6.
made her look like what is Walmart's knockoff brand? Great Value.
Great Value.
Okay.
Yeah.
She looked like a Great Value Angelina Jolie.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
like the Angelina Jolie you'd get off of Wish.com.
Right. It's like I want this, I'm getting this. Now
Right.
We got $6. What can you do? What
I
can you
like
do?
her sister too, who's
Her sister was cool and went into the creepy ass building. Nothing happened there.
Nothing.
It was like the whole time you're like, because there were so many times where I was like, it's
Right.
got to get scary, right? There's got to be something. So she goes, why are you doing that? And she goes, but why are you doing that? And then she gets the things and she's just hanging out in the basement of this
Right.
creepy building. I'm like, get it and go. And then she hears the sound and leaves. And then you just see her watching the videos later. And I was like, well, that was upsetting.
Right.
I know.
I was
like,
braced the whole time.
So I found the contortionist's name. Excuse my pronunciation. It's Marina Mazepa or Mazepa.
spell it.
Mazepa.
Mazepa, maybe? Yeah.
Oh, I like Mazepa. We're going
Yeah.
with Mazepa.
Yeah, Marina Mazepa.
Because it's musical. It's like,
Yeah.
hello,
Yeah, that-
Mazepa.
Yeah, Mazepa.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they went to. It says that they like looked all over and scouted and eventually found the right person.
Right.
Oh wow.
But so that's just, it's awesome. My other favorite scene is after Malignant kills everybody in the all the cops. That we follow two cops throughout the like there are hero cops that we're following, and Malignant has a chance to escape, but before it escapes, it picks up a chair and just chunks it at the
Oh my
cops.
God.
Yeah.
For like it's across. That's like a mile
petty.
away.
Yeah.
It was petty.
Oh, it was petty.
Yeah.
It was great. I was
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, villains don't usually do that."
Meanwhile, like Wish Wanda Sykes cop is.
Oh, God.
It kind of looked like at first I was like, "Is this?" And then I look closer.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right. It is kind of a wish.com Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
That's how they did the whole movie. Maybe like somebody can pick it up and do it with all of the people that everybody looks like. Like,
I like
Angelina
that
Jolie.
her sister's an actress. Like when
Yeah.
Madison's in the hospital, I guess
She shows up
She
in
has a
this, like,
princess.
dress
Yeah.
because she's doing fairy tale stuff. She's basically a Disney princess for,
Yeah.
for
like
parties.
one of those
Party
party
princesses.
actors.
party princesses. So can we just rent a party princess to hang out with us? That would be fun.
I mean,
we
probably.
just put a party princess on the podcast.
I mean, you can.
and so I don't know what we would do with her,
Yeah.
but we just
And then,
what's up,
Have you seen this movie? Good, you'll join in.
Also,
what's up, party
would
princess?
we be able to agree on which one we want to hire?
It would not be
Oh.
any of our favorites. It would be a random one.
She likes Mulan. I like Belle. You like Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, do you have a favorite Disney princess? I'm glad I remember these, by the way.
You know, I don't really have a favorite.
Well,
I like
to be a part of this team, you're going to have to pick
You're
a
gonna have
damn.
to pick a damn princess.
Jasmine.
There you go.
Okay, all right. He
In
can
fairness,
show you
I
the
like
world.
all of those. But The Little Mermaid's my favorite
Yeah.
movie.
The world.
Yeah. So we would have to do Cinderella.
How do you get from Cinderella to that?
Because none of us picked Cinderella, so we'd have to do Cinderella.
What about Snow White?
Well, I don't know. Cinderella's the first one I thought of.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So that's,
And then we could
I
have
thought
her-
you had some kind of like
we could
logical
hire her
plan.
to come join us and then just have her tidy up the whole time.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
I want pre-ball Cinderella to come and be
And clean my office.
I'm sorry, you're dressed too nice. Where are your rags?
Right.
We wanted rags
We
Cinderella.
want to hire one of your party princesses to come clean our office. That's what we want.
Yes, actually, we do. That'd be nice.
Hey, look, the office looks pretty decent.
It does.
I am
I
still
have
very
art.
proud of you.
So I've been.
You guys do have art up. I don't know why I didn't realize that.
They hung up.
and
Stephanie
Angela.
and Angela did it.
Well done.
So-
Good job, guys.
I've got some words for James Wan.
Oh, you have words for James Wan?
It says Spokane Arena.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm from
Um,
Spokane.
So James Wan, I don't know if you plan for the movie to be hilarious like this or not, but I would say you just got to go with it now,
Yeah.
especially since you left the film with like sequel bait at the end,
Oh God.
Good luck.
and like that film is going to get a sequel. The internet is already like raving.
Oh, I got to. It's
yeah,
got to.
like the internet has like the weekend it came out, the internet was raving about how like ridiculous it was. So you got to just feed into it, and then I guess we'll find out if he meant to do it or not based on
Yeah.
how good the sequel is.
That's going to be the thing is watching him redo it.
All
if
right.
it was.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from Malignant,
Yeah.
or I will talk about it for the rest of this podcast.
God.
I no lie. I almost set this up as a bonus episode with just for Malignant.
Oh, God.
I started to do the work on it. And I was like, I got other things we got to talk about, and I was like, but man, we might revisit it like when it comes back to streaming. I just or doing it on
I'm glad
Catacombs
it
or
made you
something.
happy,
It's
I feel like somebody played a joke on me and it pissed me off. I'm not watching it again. Like it was a tie between like I have to watch it again now that I know what's going to happen, and that was obnoxious. It's like you were just teasing me the whole time. No,
There you go.
you don't get to do it again.
Any final thoughts for Malignant?
Not really. My mama said if I can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
You know your mom did not teach you that. Okay.
So next week we're going to continue our Halloween journey
Yes,
of
we are.
scary movies. And our next film is called Warlock
Dun dun dun.
from 1989.
Yes.
My first
Okay.
question to you is, have
That's
you
the
seen
year
it?
I was born. Yes, that's correct.
Was it really?
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
that's right. So
We're gonna put that in the fun notes.
right. So so you get to the fun house the year you were born. All right. So have you seen this movie?
I have not.
What do you think this movie is about?
Warlock.
Warlock.
That's what it's called, just Warlock.
Warlock.
And it came out.
You've
in
seen
89.
it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought you've seen it.
And it's in
Caleb, you've seen
Halloween
it?
time, so
I
it's
have
gonna
not.
be
All right.
scary.
Back in the
So-
day, I loved the actor.
And Julian Sands, right?
Johnny was also pretty.
Is that
Yeah,
like boyfriend number 7?
Not
8?
anymore.
Not anymore, but back then I could feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't lean that way, but if I could.
He was pretty.
All right, so based
So
on the
hair.
time frame, okay, this is what this movie is
I was
about.
wondering that. Sorry, we're
Pay
having
atten-
sides.
Okay, no, pay attention to me. So this movie is about a group of friends playing D&D. Okay, think Stranger Things, but not. Okay,
All right.
and all of their characters come to life, and they're put in the world, and they actually have to fight them, and it focuses on the warlock
Okay.
and their journey through the D&D world. And it's a horror world because they were like, it's Halloween time. Let's make it spooky. So the dungeon master was like, oh, and it's spooky.
Oh my
T-shirt
god.
that says it's Halloween time. Let's make it spooky.
That's hilarious. Good God.
You're welcome.
All right. So I'm not going to say you're wrong.
Thank you.
There's
Didn't
some
work
elements.
well for you last time because
I'm going to say there's some elements of the movie that also have words, and so
Okay.
and so. But here's the trailer.
okay, let's watch it. See what's going on. Looks like the AT&T sign.
In a time of fear and suspicion,
Okay.
Choose to admit your crimes before man and God.
his coming was foretold.
His coming was foretold. Yeah, he was pretty back then.
He was so pretty.
Look at that moon. Oh gosh.
He is here.
You know the signs.
It's backwards. Fun.
He has the face of an angel,
Channel me a spirit.
the charm of the devil.
Hear me when I say he's evil. Evil absolute.
It's basically Highlander versus the devil.
Yeah.
Kayla liked that one.
Satan also has one son.
For you the first to have laid eyes upon the new Messiah.
He's just so hot.
From his past.
Who appointed you?
Again, crock shots are always funny.
Yeah.
From the present.
Do you know what he's capable of?
Next time he's gonna kill me.
I'll not let him harm you.
Are the only hope
I'll not let him harm you.
for the future. This is the terrifying adventure that could set the world on fire. Warlock.
I am gonna struggle through this whole movie. I'm just gonna let you guys know now. That trailer, watching that trailer, I was like, "This is gonna hurt. This movie's gonna hurt to watch."
Can't wait.
But also, I was kind of right, but it was backwards. He went into modern time.
Right. You went to
Oh,
modern
that was
days.
fun.
Look at you. Look at you. So
That's awesome.
It is available on Amazon Prime has it, and Tubi, and a couple other places you can get it for free, or if you pay for the subscription.
Yeah, Voodoo has it with
Yeah,
ads.
yeah, Voodoo has it with ads, and so
Nice.
they also have the sequel, which I'm going to watch to talk about in the movie. There's two sequels. The third one's terrible. It doesn't have Julian Sands, and so
Oh.
I'm more like when Julian Sands died, I'm out. But
Is Richard E. Grant in the second one? Because he looks good in this film.
Richard and Grant's not even in the second one. No, the second one's called The Armageddon, and it's all right. The first one, spoiler alert, the Warlock wants something. The second one, spoiler alert, he wants something else. So it's very limited on plot, but and the effects are what they are. But it's an '80s movie, so I can't. It's gonna be fun.
That'd be great.
Oh, I'll watch it. I'm gonna come back. You guys are gonna be like, it was really good. And I was like, how did anything happen in the 89s? In the 89s specifically.
In the 89s.
I came out of it, but that's fine.
There you go.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
Well, on that note,
Yeah, exactly.
this is Scotty saying this is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out and make yours!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.